Hello everyone, I'm Carson Stutes, and I'll be presenting on Gears to God as they make their way into the electric bike market. Situated in a small, southern rural town, Gears to God is independently owned and operated. This bike shop is strategically located on the city's main street to attract, promote, and encourage ridership. The company is sponsored and operated under the Specialized Bicycle umbrella, which provides for a wide variety of product offerings. Armed with a small staff and built on a strong faith, their platform has already proven itself to be a successful business model. However, the model is now faced with a problem as it needs to pivot with incorporating the sale of electric or e-bikes into the market. These new bicycles are now making it possible for riders of all fitness levels to experience the sport. Governments are providing support through tax incentives, dedicated rider lanes, and charging stations, as they are being promoted as an alternative mode of transportation. This change will be challenging as the company must redesign the showroom, train sales and maintenance teams, and take on more inventory. The change needs to begin quickly in order to capture this exciting and unique opportunity into a once stagnant marketplace of bike sales. The market for e-bikes is estimated to be at over 6%, compound annual growth rate between 2025 and 2035, with values at over $55 billion in 2024, projected to grow to $108 billion in 2035. It is important that in order to combat complacency, the company will need to take steps quickly in order to achieve a leading regional position in the marketplace. Although with its small footprints, Gears to God will be able to manage to change quicker than its leading and larger competitors. Even with a smaller company like this, it becomes necessary to form a group to help in spreading the message. It'll be important to build a properly balanced group of those who have both leadership and management skills, as having too much of one will not be an effective combination. Drawing on the most powerful people from various divisions will give Gears to God the ability to lead and manage to change. Everyone must be on board with the change, while keeping a watchful eye on those that might be opposing the adjustments. Although it can be helpful to keep the opposition close, as they can aid in the borrowing of ideas. The company wants to enter the electric bike market and become a regional leader in sales with the first 5 years of entry. In order to accomplish this, they must refocus their attention by reworking the showroom, bike servicing areas, making heavy investments in inventory, while providing the necessary training and oversight to the employee group. Even with this new pathway in place, the company will need to remain flexible to rapidly shifting environments. The vision and strategy will enable them to connect and align everyone into working towards the same goals and principles. Through communication, a change creation can be delivered in a manner to provide the employee group with a sense of purpose. The company will be utilizing all the methods at its disposal in order to project the message in a manner to be heard and remembered. Internal communications will occur through meetings, text, and email services, while external delivery happening through social media, local newspaper ads, radio, television, and word of mouth. And they're allowing for the employee group to participate in the process will enable a sense of belonging, creativity, and responsibility. The employee group will create a sense of being a part of something bigger, generated out of their own individual decision-making and choices. Gears to God is dedicated to providing the teams with knowledge, skills, opportunity, freedom, and self-confidence, while at the same time taking care to remove any restrictive barriers that might stop the progress. Also, a big part of empowerment can be found through instilling the proper attitude and mindset, as it has been shown to promote organizational productivity. The employee group will need to feel like they're making progress, moving forward with change. Through showcasing wins along the way, these visible improvements will be implemented with the recognition and reward process. An incentive-based structure will be provided when the company achieves realistic short-term sales goals. These incentives will also aid in keeping up the company's urgency levels Throughout the process, management must remain mindful of effects in to the workforce and make corrections when necessary. To note how other departmental influences can affect the change process, as change in one department can affect the other. This could affect the number of changes that becomes necessary, as well as increase the time that was originally budgeted for the change. The need for continued progress will be essential, as if they let up before the job is done, momentum could be lost. The company's culture is at the heart of corporation, as it is responsible for driving the deeper meaning of its existence. Years to God will be building on its strong cultural foundation that has been a hallmark for the company for many years. Change that is anchored into its culture has a powerful way of making it last. Remembering that the culture is not easy to manipulate, it must occur or last within the process in order to embed itself into the company's DNA. Scripture has a valuable part to play in the change process, providing motivation, innovation, and further collaboration with the workforce. Leadership will need to remain grounded on the biblical teachings and principles throughout the change process. Years to God will continue with its business mission as BAM, which will not only transform the culture within the employee group, but transforms the communities it serves. The company has a unique opportunity to transform communities with providing economical, spiritual, and social benefits. In conclusion, Years to God will be undertaking a new challenging approach at change with the introduction of electric bikes. But through utilizing the power template of Cotter's 8-stage process, they will be able to complete their transformation once urgency has been established and armed with the assembly of the proper team sharing the vision and strategy. Effective communications can begin. Then, through the empowerment of the workforce, small wins will drive even more productive change. But the plan will only be complete with a solid faith-inspired anchoring of the culture. Change is all around us, and it'll be challenging, but leadership can succeed with the right guidance found in a proven change method.